Roblox Slop. It's existed for a lot of years, and I'm sure a lot of you are none the wiser to it, but I am, and that's what I'm here to show you today. I mostly went over RP servers and mostly Undertale, because that's where most of it can be found, but going through it, there's a lot of funny interactions and stuff that happens, and I kind of need a long-form video just for my AET project, so I decided to have a little fun, go through some of these, showcase what I found, and the funny RP stuff. Dude! Dude! Who are you? Who are you? What? Who? Why do you keep harassing me? He says nothing! He says nothing! What? Before we begin, I hope you like the content so far, and this is kind of like a red line inspired video. It's gonna be long form content, so I really hope you enjoy, so kick back, relax, and watch the show. Yeah, so the first game I booted up was Warrior Cats RP. So this took a lot of time to actually boot up, and I entered the editor, and finally I got in. The reason I have this skin is because before I actually played this game with my friend, and we had a lot of wacky hijinks on here. You can do some really funny stuff on this server just because the interactions with the other people are so funny. Because these guys are really, really deep into RP, and I think the game itself is just really fun.
One guy pounced on us, where he jumped in the air, and then my other friend laid down. He's like, "Ah, you hurt me." It is so funny, but you can have funny interactions. Okay, so see, like this. I'll never go back. I hiss, or it's just weird stuff like this.
So for the remainder of the time, I tried to engage in conversation and be like the weird cousin who would be like, "Oh, everyone's dead. I kill you all." But none of them even engaged at all with me. They were deep into RP. I think, so all of my attempts kind of fell flat, but I promise you there is some really, really funny moments that you can have on this. But sadly I wasn't able to capture any of that, mostly because I was being the most annoying person there. The next game I found while just randomly browsing was Sonic Elevator RP. The name caught my interest just because it was so ridiculous. I was confused. So, immediately it started playing like loud, copyrighted Sonic music.
I can't write that.
And it had 4 different playable characters. Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy. So after looking around for a bit and seeing nothing that gained my attention, I just went through the portal, and immediately it was like this weird like speed run, gotta go fast thing. So I started playing on that and jumping through the obstacle course, and it wasn't that hard, and then I got to this jump that I couldn't get. So I figured out you could press shift and speed up, but I immediately just fell and plummeted into the ground out of nowhere. So then I tried to like engage with chat a little bit, but that didn't work either. So after chat wasn't really engaging with me, I decided that I'm just gonna play some of the Sonic levels that they have to offer in the Sonic Elevator RP. So then randomly out of nowhere, this one grass plane level shows up, and it says, "What is that thing moving towards us?" And I didn't know what it was talking about, so I was just looking around at the ground. I was gonna type in chat until a random boulder came out and hit me out of nowhere, which didn't make sense. And then I queued up for another game, And then when the elevator was full and everyone was in there, it was this random Sonic.exe level. Apparently I didn't read the level name right, and it was Sonic.exe, which I didn't know. So that was pretty jarring, but the game kind of lost its charm after that pretty quick. So I just stopped playing and went into a new server. So after leaving the old server, I was thinking, what else could I find that's cringe and the cream of the crop? But Gen Alpha. So I decided to hop on a Skibbity Toilet RP that was in Roblox. And the place was fully decked out with models that you could be. And there was only like 3 other people in there, but I could only find one of them that was actually like walking around and near me. So I was like, hey dude, what's up? And he was like, hi. So I tried to chat with him. And I was like, what's your favorite Skibbity Toilet character? I said, what's your fave? And he kind of ran around a bit. And I didn't know what to say, because he was taking a while. So I didn't want to really make it awkward. So I was going to type in chat, but he just straight up left. I didn't even realize I was still typing my message, and the guy was just straight up gone. I don't know what happened. He must have just left because he didn't want to be involved in whatever conversation I wanted to have with him. So after bullying this poor kid, I didn't even realize I bullied. I was just stuck kind of looking around. So I started to browse the models. There was another person there, but I couldn't even find him. And I didn't know where any of the maps were or anything. So I looked at one of these like flying models, and I flew around for a bit. I tried to get the bigger models, but I couldn't because my hitbox was weird. I was like floating in air. So I just kind of gave up and left. That one was a little more interesting, but still, I'm really bad at it, and I just made the kid feel really weird. I think it was just some little kid who was trying out the Skibbity Toilet models. But I quickly just logged off, and I was like, I'm done. This is where things kind of actually started to pick up a little bit, with a classic in the cringe community on Roblox. I looked at Undertale RP. It does not get worse than this. Actually, it does. You'll see that later. But I was just looking around. There was a lot of people here, surprisingly. This is still a really alive community where they just pretend to be Undertale characters. It was blaring some like copyrighted Toby Fox music, which was really funny, but it was super loud. I turned it down a lot, so you can't really hear it, but there was a ton of models that you could browse. I decided that I was just gonna be the weird, the boat guy on the boat. I don't know what his name is, but I decided I'm just gonna be him, so I headed to Snowden. Yo. Who are you? I'm not Frank. I'm Sans.
I'm so confused.
This happens in a lot of RP servers, but randomly when you start chatting with the person, another person just walks right into whatever conversation you were having. So that happened here. Papyrus randomly just joined in and started talking, which was cool.
He does have a... Yeah, he has a full script for this kind of stuff. This is crazy. That's kind of cool. Respect. Okay, yeah, see, this is what I mean. Whenever people start having a conversation, literally every single person gathers. Sorry for calling you Drake. What? What is he on about? Okay.
So after a bit of lively chatting with everyone else and, just seeing what they had to say, eventually I moved and set my sail towards a different Undertale RP server in a similar light. So I hopped into a new server called Undertale Weird Multiverse RP, and immediately I spawned right there in the ruins. So I was checking everything out, and then I ran over to the maps section, and then I headed right into Snowden, and I found this Sans character looking creepily into the window, which I thought was funny. So he walked into Grillby's, and then I followed him there, and I asked him what was up, a simple hello.
Can I get a brisket sandwich? Had one of those before.
Before anything continues, take a good hard look at this guy. You're gonna see this guy. He's gonna keep showing up. This guy became my nemesis, maybe my friend. Remember this guy in the black and red. This guy right here.
Yeah, this is cool. What? What is going on?
So curious about who this guy was, his whereabouts, whatnot. Want to get know a little bit more about him. I just decided to follow the guy wherever he was gonna go, just thinking that maybe he knows where the life and the life of the party's at or whatever. So I kind of just followed him, asking him, "Hey, what's up?" I didn't get any response. This guy was silent the whole time. But he took me to what I think is Sans house, and a few people actually met up here, and we started to have a little bit of a gathering of sorts. And this admin welcomed us with a big hi hello, which is apparently a rare event around here, so that was kind of cool, and I'm glad I got to capture that. Oh yeah, and this guy also showed up again came out guns blazing again for no reason. I don't know who this guy is, but he just follows me. He's got his freaking gaster blasters out. I don't know what this guy's deal was, but he followed me this entire time, and he kept doing this kind of stuff. Also, there's the admin on the left.
Normal chat. He's still over. This guy's a menace. What are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? Hi, sir. Oh, this is an admin? Dude, get out of here. What do you want? I'm gonna walk over here. This dude. What is this guy doing? He's just standing here. Is he typing? Because I don't see him typing. Maybe he's trying to talk to me.
So I was kind of laughing at this guy. The admin decided his time was up, and he just kind of flew into the sky and then just disappeared. So I thought that was kind of funny. Never to be seen again.
Yeah, that's an admin. What are these characters?
So in the meantime, a small group of us gathered around this guy because he looked like he had something to say and something on his mind.
Yeah, okay. Is this
and
guy
apparently
just...
he made the
okay,
model, which
cool.
was actually pretty cool for his skin.
Oh, okay. So that's actually pretty cool. It's cold. Oh, he's mad. Oh. Dude! This guy! What is this guy? Who is this guy? It's Dust Trust? Dust Trust. I mean, the models are cool, don't get me wrong, but I have, no idea who any of them are. Oh my gosh. Dude, this guy just keeps appearing near me. I don't get it. He's always over here. Dude! Dude! Who are you? What? Ooh, why do you keep harassing me? He says nothing! What? What is going on? What? What is going on? What is happening? What? Dude, is there anyone in here? Is there any... What? Okay, that's pretty awesome. That's okay. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Let's go to the library. Yeah, no one in here.
So after looking around for a bit and not finding even my villain wasn't there, who always appeared near me, I kind of just browsed the other maps, and I was just about ready to go, and I hopped into this one where I was immediately starstruck by how poorly designed this room was. It's just had like 400 layers of yellow fog. I just decided I was pretty much over the game at that point, so I wanted to get to something fresh. So I ended that one and went for a new one.
Toy Tail RP. Now this is gonna be something here.
So immediately, as you have already heard, I just clicked on a random one that was Toy Tail RP, and I decided to go with low detail because I have actually a pretty bad computer that can't really run anything. After looking through all the characters, most of them were locked, so I just chose this Coda character because he looked kind of cool and generic. I went in roleplay mode because I didn't really want to be killed or have any like jump scares.
I assume that's what... Ooh. Yuck. Alright. Whoa. This game has like cool cinematics. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. 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 What do you do? Just kind of get a general... he might just say, I don't know, man. Or just leave or something. I don't know. Thing.
So I failed pretty bad in this conversation. It was falling flat. Luckily, Chloe came to my rescue, and she was like, "Oh, this game." So she explained the game, which was a nice cover up for this horrible conversation I was having with this guy. So that was nice and cool. I kind of just walked around for a little bit. I didn't really know what was happening. I didn't know what the game was, what it was about, but I didn't really know what was going on. It had a very active fan base, but I was overwhelmed by the first thing I saw was the furry, so I was kind of uncomfortable, so I just kind of left. I didn't want to be a part of whatever the Toy Tail RP was, so I decided to hop into a new game, similar kind of vibe, Undertale RP, same thing. The only difference was this one was called the Underground RP, so I just assumed, the main part wherever all the fan base would be in the underground part, which was not true. I walked around the underground for a bit. It was a beautiful rendition in 3D on Roblox, but literally no one was there, and I just messed around and checked out these weird encounter buttons they had, but no one else was there, so I just went to Snowden and followed the sands that was going through there. And eventually, after I got in and whatnot, I just followed Sans, and he took me to Sans' house. And that's usually the meetup where everyone is. And yeah, that's where everyone was. So I checked that place out, and it was pretty cool.
I kind of feel bad because I am just following this guy, but oh yeah. Here's the meetup. Yeah, I know it.
So here was me just kind of being a menace in chat. So I put something like, hey, I played Undertale for the first time. Thought it was mid. Just my opinion. Just to see what people would say. If they'd be like, okay, whatever, dude. Or they might get like mad or something. Just to spice it up a little bit. So they didn't like my take. They were just cussing at me in the comments, which is kind of funny. But otherwise, people didn't really care that much. They weren't that petty. They were just kind of like joking around. So I wondered if I could just like actually be annoying, and then I realized you can turn off the lights. And this is hilarious. So there's this one guy who's like guarding the lights, and I wanted to see how far away I could get while still turning off the lights to look as inconspicuous as possible. So after me repeatedly doing this for a while, the people decided, okay, we're just not going to go in this room. We're just going to go downstairs and do whatever, because someone is just being a menace, and we're just going to go in a place where you can't turn the lights off, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. So they were sick of my tomfoolery. I was sick of theirs, so I left. I didn't care about them anyway. They were stupid. Just kidding. That was mean. So after a little searching, I found Cheeto's Delarune RP, which, you know, I thought this is the last Undertale themed one that I was gonna do. So nothing really interesting happened with all the other people, but I did go to the like beginning of the Undertale story in like the ruins, the bedroom spot, or it might be the beginning of Deltarune. I've never played it, but I went to the beginning there and I found this little goober that I just followed and kind of harassed, but I didn't really mean to. No follow. Never played this game before. Yes, follow. So then I felt mean after saying that I was going to follow him, so I just kind of ran away. But then after a bit of running, I realized that this place was literally the only way out. And then he started following me, so I said no follow, and then I really felt like an asshole. So I just I kind of ran out the door and went past him, and then I didn't know what to do, so I left the game again.
No. Okay. That's really cool, dude. Community, so I don't know. I'm sure they're fine. It's just, you know. All right. RP, just normal. Military paradise. Why are they all pregnant or have a kid? Why is that like a trend?
So after some more looking, I found a server that was just called Baddies. And this one was by far the most annoying. Mostly because every single person in the server was just fighting each other and punching each other, which was funny, but the noise was super annoying. I really didn't know how to turn it off other than just turning off all volume, which I didn't want to do because I learned that this one had voice chat, which is where things got kind of funny, so.
Hey,
very low.
excuse me, sir. I mean, miss.
Yes.
On my other account.
This is kind of where things got funny, where I convinced people that I was beating up an NPC and that I thought this NPC was a real person. So the joke was kind of on me, which was funny. So so people walked over and like, that's not a real person. That's just a random NPC. And I kind of gaslit them into thinking that I thought this was a real person. And they got really mad at me.
Oh, it's too easy. It's just too easy.
It's an NPC.
They're not even fighting back. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. They're getting rolled right now. They're getting rocked right now. They're not even fighting back.
Wow.
Why are you touching her though?
He thinks it's a real player.
It is.
It's
What do you
not
want
a real
about?
player.
What do you want? Yes, it
It is
is.
not. It
They
is
just have a lot of
not.
health. Oh my gosh, you guys don't know the difference.
AI.
AI, dude, there's no AI in this game. Oh my gosh, what are you talking about?
If you was fighting if the person was a real person, they would have been literally fighting you back.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. Like, bruh.
You've clearly never played this game before. It shows. I'll
played
tell
this
you
game
that.
mad times. How you gonna tell me that's not an AI? Are you serious?
It's not an AI. You're talking to people like they're robots. That's not cool.
Are y'all talking about that pink mask person?
Yeah, bro. Tell
Yeah,
me,
that
tell
person
me-
is
tell
AI.
me-
Like,
No, that person is not AI. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
I played this game a couple of times. Telling me I didn't play this game.
You just don't know what you're
Like,
talking about. It shows. It
no,
actually
you're
shows.
bald. That's your bald right now. That's when you're bald. And that's when you're bald. You're mad. You're
I'm not mad. I'm
You're
not.
mad because you're
I'm
wrong. You're
not.
wrong.
No,
You're
I'm
wrong.
chill. I'm chill right now. What do you want? You just don't know what you're talking about, and you're getting all defensive
you
about it.
just joined this game.
You're just getting all defensive about it. I did not just join this. I've been on this game for hours. I've been on this game for hours. I've been fighting. There's no way. There's no way you just did that. There's no way. There's no way.
Some sense into you.
Oh my gosh. No. No.
Make some sense.
Oh my gosh. That was something. I'll tell you that.
So that was my forte into Roblox Slop. Most of it I don't think was slop, I guess. It was just communities, trying to socialize under a shared interest in a topic. I think most of my interactions were pretty chill. People were pretty nice. I mean, I see some of it as, I guess, weird, but I get why people like it. They're trying to be something that they really have an interest in. I think it's mostly funny, but if you do the same, I also would recommend going it in like a non-aggressive way. Just kind of have fun. Don't try to hurt people or push other people down just because of something that they agree with that you don't. I just think it's funny. All right. Thanks for watching.